Hello, this is Raza from DataClear. Welcome to the walkthrough video of my blended GA4 plus Google Search Console local studio template. This dashboard has four sections. The first section is the navigation section at the left corner of the dashboard. The second section is the date control selector, and then the data control filters. And then the third section is the Google Organic Search Performance section. And the fourth section is the all channels performance section. So this is the overview page of the dashboard. For the navigation section, you can see the title of the page that you currently are or that you're currently viewing, and you can click on this button to get this template. And under that, you have all pages that are available on this dashboard. The active page will look like this with the gray background, and the green is that green, yeah, then green color here, while the rest of the pages, the inactive pages, will be grayed out. And then for the second section, you can click on this data control to select your own GA4 property, and then click on this second uh, data control to select the corresponding search console property here, so you can demo this template with your own data. And then you can change the default date range here. The last 20 days the default data selected, but you can always change it. And then you can select another. You can also use this side of the date selector to select your own date range. You can also click to select the year, month, and then the date. And then you can also use advanced. So let's get to the main part of this dashboard, which is the Google Organic Search Performance section and the All Channels Performance section. Here's the thing: the point of this template is to allow you to see your website complete performance from impressions to conversion. So from search console to conversion, which is on GA4. So you are seeing organic search performance and on-site performance in a single view. So impressions, clicks, CTR, and average positions, these are all key metrics from search console. And the rest, like total user session, conversion for purchase event, are from GA4. The difference between this section and the second section is that we have filtered the GA4 data to only include data where session source and medium equals Google Organic. So this section, you're only analyzing the Google search channel to see how your website is doing on Google search. So using both Google Search Console and GA4 data. And then that's for the key metrics. You can see they are comparing to the previous period. You are seeing the aggregated data for the selected date range, which is the last 28 days. And then this section, the same section, organic performance, you are seeing daily breakdown of each of these key metrics above. So if you click on this optional metric icon, anywhere you see this icon, it means optional metrics. So you can change the metric that you're currently seeing, which is section, the default one. You can change it to impression, clicks, total user conversion to see the daily breakdown of any of these other metrics. But you can also combine multiple metrics here. So you can combine impression and clicks with session, but you can also remove section and impression and only see clicks, or maybe you just want to see just total users. So you can always click on this back arrow to go to the default metric, which is the section. And then, like I said before, this second section is for all channels performance. So we are not just analyzing by just Google search organic performance. This for all channels, and this is to allow you to see how much uh, Google Organic is contributing to the overall traffic or overall conversion. So you can compare total users here for organic to total user here for all channels. And you can also compare, you can say, okay, clicks is 13, and then we know the click is one Google search. So total users, which is 176, or session, which is 249. So you can easily estimate how much Google Organic Search is contributing to overall traffic. But you can also compare head to head here, organic to all channels for the GA4 for the GA4 data. So this section also have the trend section where here you can see the daily breakdown of each of the key metrics. And then you can also click on the optional metric to switch to the metric that you want to analyze or combine multiple metrics. Each of these trends section are showing comparison to the previous period, just like the key metric sections are showing comparison to the previous period. So if you had to change the date from last 28 days to, let's say, last month, so it will be comparing to the previous month. As you can see, previous month, previous month. So you can see performance compared to previous month. So that's all about the overview page. Now let's go to the page analysis. So this page analysis, the sections are the same thing as the overview page. The first section is for you to analyze Google organic channel performance, and the second section is for you to analyze all channels performance. So again, we have filtered the GA4 data here to only include data where session source and medium equals Google organic. So why the Google Search Console data remains the same. So you're analyzing landing page by impression, clicks from Google Search Console, then conversion rate from Google Analytics. So, but this session conversion rate, and all other G4 metrics available for this table have been filtered to only include data where session source and medium equals Google Organic. As you can see, there is also optional metric here. If you click on this icon, you can see more metrics that you can add to this table, and you can also switch out the default one. If you in your company measure traffic by total user and not session, then you can just select total user here and remove session. And then you can also combine, not just add total user here. And as you can see, each of these metrics are being compared to the previous period. The default landing page here is the landing page from Google Search Console, because we only want to see landing page that have SEO traffic. They have at least one or multiple impression from Google Search. So the landing page here is from Google Search Console. And then you can see there's advanced filter here, and then there's normal filter here. So let's say you only want to include landing page, you only want to analyze landing page that contain, let's say, G4, and then click enter. So this particular table will be filtered for only URL that contain this one. So you can do the same thing with the rest of the option for the advanced filter here. Start with just equal, and then you have the normal filter here where you can only select one. You click on only, the table will be filtered by only this URL. But you can also click on the select for, then select just the landing page that you want to analyze by. So, and then you can also search the landing page that you want to analyze by. Again, I believe I've mentioned the optional metric here. Then the second section again is to analyze all channels. So it's also allow you to see the contribution of Google Search Organic to overall traffic or overall conversions. So you can compare them head to head. This particular page has 3 sections for just organic, but for all channels it has 7 sections. It has 0 conversion for Google Organic, but for all sections, for all channels, it has 1 conversion. But you can also just see how they perform from impressions to conversion by landing page. And then the next thing I want to mention is that the landing page here we are using here is for GA4, so not Search Console. So this is because we want to analyze by all channels, and then if you use Search Console landing page here, it will it will uh, it will not include some landing page that get traffic from other channel like email or social media. We want all the landing pages here. So regardless of which sources they are coming from, so we can compare the contribution of organic to overall to overall channel performance and thus head to head, like I explained before. Again, there is this advanced filter here, and then there is this normal filter here. So they work the same way as I explained above. And the next the next page is the country analysis page, which is essentially the same thing as the page analysis page. Is for the first section is for just Google search organic performance. So we are only analyzing by Google search channel here. While the second section is for all channels. So you can see performance breakdown by impression, country breakdown by impression, key metric breakdown by country. See impression, clicks, sessions, session conversion rate. And if you're an e-commerce store, you might not work conversion and session conversion rate, so you can switch to conversion for only purchase event and session conversion rate for only purchase event. As you can see, it's comparing to the previous period too. And then the second section again is for all channels. So you are seeing all uh, all data from Search Console and all data from GA4. So you can see that in the United States, so there has been 1,361 sections in the last 28 days and 67 sections, and then 14 conversion for all channels. But if you see it, check the same country for just the organic performance, only 6 conversion as came from organic compared to 14 conversion from all channels. So this is the point of the dashboard. You can see impression to conversion by organic search and by all channels, both in one view. All of those insights in one view. Then the next page is the device category, which is essentially the same as all the other pages that we've been talking about. So you can see performance by device category, like desktop, mobile, tablet. So you can see impression, click, session conversion. You can see how each of these device category are performing by each of these key metrics. You can see from impression to conversion. You can compare by each of these device category. So again, this section is for just the Google organic search performance, and then you can see the optional metrics here. You can switch or add multiple metrics to the table, and then the same thing is applicable here. So you can see that this second section is for all channels, so not just Google search channel. It's for all channels. So you can see how much uh, organic search, Google organic search, contributing to the overall compared to overall channels. So you can see it's the same metrics: impression, clicks, session conversion, and session conversion rate. And you can always click on the option matrix to choose the one that you want and analyze your website data by. So that's all. Just remember, you can always demo the data using your own GA4 and Google Search Console data, and then you can select any date range that you want. And also remember, the first section is for organic channel only, and then the second section is for all channel performance, and that is consistent across all the pages on this website. The overview, the page analysis, the country, and the device category. The first section are always for organic Google organic search performance, and the second section are always for all channels for performance. And then you can compare them head to head. Total users 30, total user 176, but this is for just the organic search, and this is for all channels. I believe this will allow you to analyze your website data better, since you are seeing all of this data just in one view and you don't have to jump between GA4 and then Google Search Console, and or maybe even two local studio template, or even a unified local studio template. You don't have to jump from one section to the other. Majority of these templates that we also have, that I also have, majorly for reporting, you only have one. You have one section for G4, then you have another section for Search Console, another section for Google Ads. But to do a proper analysis, you need to be able to see all your data combined, blended together, and see everything in one view to see how each page, maybe each country or each device are performing, and you should be able to see all of those in one view. That is the point of this template. So if it's something that you like, just click on this link, then you can click on this to go and get the template. And then to make a copy of the template, you can click on it and then click make a copy. The first data source is search console, and for that search console is the URL impression table, not the site impression table. The first data source is the search console data, and for that search console data is for the URL impression table. If you get a template, that's the full video on how to import this, how to make a copy of this template. So essentially, just click on here and then click on create data source, select search console, then select URL impression data table, add to report, then do the same thing for Google GA4 data. Then you can then click on copy report. So that's all for this video. If you have any question, please drop it in the comment, and I will drop the link to this demo dashboard in the link, so you can, as I said earlier, demo it your own website data. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.